fresh off of the shootout win on Sunday in the unconventional home game against Rutgers. TCNJ returns to Lawrenceville tonight for a ACHA Southeast Region matchup with the University of Maryland Terrapins. This is a television broadcast of the College of New Jersey Ice Hockey right here on Lions Hockey Live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Loucks Ice Center here in Lawrenceville, New Jersey for tonight's ACHA Men's Division II Southeast Region matchup between the visiting University of Maryland Terrapins and your TCNJ Lions. Cody Decker back here with you, as always, and we thank you for joining us on this Friday evening. The first of two this weekend for the Lions, who currently sit at 12-8-0-1 on the season. They are also 11-1-1 in Colonial play. Obviously, not a league game tonight. They do rank 23rd in the Southeast. They ended up dropping 3 spots from last week's ranking, and realistically, there just wasn't a lot of love for the Colonial teams. UPenn ended up moving down from 11 to 17 in the last ranking. So, again, just not a lot of love right now for the Colonial teams in the rankings. So the TCNJs get to earn their way to try and get and boost back up into the top 20. Last weekend, losing that game at Rutgers 3-2 on Friday, bouncing back with the 5-4 shootout win on Sunday. And a couple key performances from the win on Sunday. Ryan Anderson had a goal and an assist. Mike Hannigan had the speechless game-tying goal. I played that highlight back a few days ago, and I still can't believe I had nothing to say about it. It was just such a great shot. Ended up earning the hard hat for the player of the game in that one by the coaching staff. Chris Hastings gets the shootout goal, the game winner, and that was the lone goal in the shootout between the two teams. Mike Lajewski saved 26 of 30 and was a perfect 3 for 3 in the shootout. Good tune-up game for the Lions today as they prepare for Scranton on Sunday. More about that later. Meanwhile, the University of Maryland Terrapins currently sitting at 3-9-3-0 on the season. They are 0-7-1-0 in the Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference. They sit in last place. But they are right under the Lions, 24th in the Southeast region. And this is the first game of their semester. Played 15 games in the fall, 58 goals forward, 67 goals against for a goal differential of -9. And a couple key players to watch for them. I'll go with one that they're not going to have, and that's Chris Bevel-Bouchard. 25 points, led the team in the fall semester, 12 goals, 13 assists. However, again, not playing here tonight. It may be a situation where Chris Bouchard has played his final semester of eligibility. So the Terrapins will have to lean on Liam Eden. 10 goals, 13 assists, 23 points on the season. Also great on special teams, 2 power play goals, and 3 shorthanded goals. Their top defenseman is Matt Kremen. 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 total points, and a power play goal. And in net tonight for the Terrapins, it will be Matt Derry. 10 games played on the season, 2-8 record, 5.01 goals against average, and an .854 save percentage. And I say that those numbers may be a little inflated. It seems to me as I went through the schedule for Maryland, Adam Childs has had to be relieved a couple times during the season in which Matt Derry's just kind of had to handle most of the workload, and that's why the numbers are inflated. Obviously, the Terrapins play in the very competitive Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference. Every team in that conference except for Maryland currently ranked in the top 20, so that says something. Minus Penn State, even though we all know how good Penn State is, they'd be a top 5 team if they get back into good standing. And as far as Maryland's concerned, tonight they play this game against TCNJ, and they're coming back right here tomorrow for a game at Loucks against Ryder. But right now, dealing with TCNJ, the Lions defeating Maryland last year here at Lawrenceville 4-3 in overtime in a game in December. The shots were 49-32 in favor of Maryland, but when you go back to the highlights of last season, you have to remember the game-winning overtime goal by Matt Liebers, the defenseman, in his final game as a Lion. He ended up having 2 goals in that game. Other goals in the game were scored by Ryan Anderson and Andrew Lem. Assists came from Mark Teachin, Travis Benny, Jamison Dugan, Matt Lajewski, and Chris Hastings. As for Maryland, if you look at the game from last year, not many players still here who registered a point in that game. Goals were scored by Ryan Haight and Andrew Amick. Both of those players are not playing. Again, we don't know if there's an eligibility issue there or what the case may be. Haight also had an assist in the game along with Yamaguchi, Griffin Connolly, and Jacob Pleiner, who's also not playing tonight. Matt Derry saved 28 of 32 in the game. Power plays, TCNJ went 1 for 4, while Maryland went 1 for 1. So we know how good this Maryland team can be. They're going to be anchored by their upperclassmen, and obviously they play in one of the toughest, if not the toughest conference in ACHA Men's Division II in the Southeast region. Can they hold up with TCNJ, who wants to continue to put wins in the win column? The only way to find out is right here on Lions Hockey Live. We'll present to you the tail of the tape, tonight's lines, and we'll get you back for the starting lineups, national anthem, and the puck drop. That's all next right here on Lions Hockey Live. Stay tuned. Friday night hockey here on Lions Hockey Live. We thank you for joining us. Cody Decker here with you as we set the stage for tonight's Southeast Region contest between the visiting Terrapins of the University of Maryland and the home team, the College of New Jersey Lions. Starting with your starting lineups first for the University of Maryland. On defense, it'll be Matt Kremen and David Eli. The forwards, Evan Yamaguchi, Liam Eden, and Griffin Connolly. The goaltender is Matt Derry. For TCNJ on defense, it's Mark Teachin and Travis Benny. The forwards, Dan Martin, Matt Lajewski, and Ryan Anderson. The goaltender is Mike Lajewski. Maryland currently with only 3 wins on the season, but they know how competitive they are in the MAC and also in the Southeast region. And we are underway here as Maryland wins the faceoff. Sent up the near side. Eden trying to get it into the TCNJ zone. Good pressure from Martin on the one-on-one battle. And Teachin plays across here for Benny. Benny return pass for Teachin. Teachin will send it right back across here for Anderson. Chips off a skate. This is actually Anderson here up the near side. Recovered here by Kremen. Sent around for Eli. Over to the far boards. Griffin Connolly on the puck here. Looks back, tries to head up ice, and a good stop there in the lane by Ryan Anderson. TCNJ will make their first change. They're sent up ice in the middle of a change. Eden gets the puck poked away. And on the puck now, Anthony Dialto, the leading point scorer for the Lions. 1 point ahead of Chris Hastings, who's his line mate here tonight. This will be chipped down. Scott Sutherland on the puck. Sutherland up the far wing. Sent in deep, looking to center. Comes back out to the point. The shot. Save Lajewski. Rebound chance. Covered up. The defenseman Nathan Hefner on the shot for the Terrapins. 18:42 to go in the first. Goaltender matchup, we'll start with Mike Lajewski. 14 games played, 7-7 record, 3.41 goals against average, 909 save percentage. Matt Derry, 10 games played, 2-8 record, 5.01 goals against average, 854 save percentage. They're sent up the near side, and here's Lem getting past the defense. Lem one-on-one with the goaltender to move the shot. Save, rebound, cleaned up by Derry. Good back check on the rebound there from Cole Muser. Back to the point here. Hastings a shot from the point. Deflection. Heads toward the bloom pane, but it's cut off first by Hefner. Hefner across. Sent on the far side. And now played across. Here is Thomas Murphy. Zoom on the takeaway. Here's Larry Krugliak. Nice move by him. This could be a 2-on-1 for the Lions. Here's Krugliak through the circle. Tripped up. Penalty coming here against the Terrapins. Good skating there from Krugliak. Forces the tripping penalty, and the Lions will go to the power play. Krugliak missed both games last weekend. It's his first action of the spring semester. And he looked pretty swiftly moving there up the far wing. As Brian Murray heads to the box for the Terrapins. 2 minutes for tripping. And a shot to score here across ice, Dan Martin. 5 seconds into the power play. Good feed across. Martin sends it towards the far post. It's 1-0 Lions. Good face-off win. Always a good start to your power play. Good feed across, and Martin knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one. Kremen off the near boards. Travis Benny with the assist. On the Martin power play goal. Good start here for the Lions, and they look like They want to get off to a fast start tonight. Here's Andrew Suma playing the third line center. On the line here with Patrick Coyle and Krugliak. Through the zone, try to drop it off. Teachin just going to throw it right back down. Up the far side, played across, past Teachin. Going to beat the icing call is Liam Eden. Eden in the corner, plays it back to Ryan Haight. Now Ryan Haight was not on the initial score sheet, but he is out there. Correction, that's not Haight. We'll figure out who that is in a second. As this is played back to the point. Turn pass across, good poke check there by Kevin Broski. This will come out to center. Shot there, and a good save there by Wojcicki. The puck deflects into protective netting. Defenseman Connor Havey is wearing number 6 for Maryland. Previously worn by Ryan Haight. 16:09 to go in the first. 1-0 lead for the Lions and an early 4-2 lead in shots on goal. Face-off win. Shot off the face-off. Trickles, and it got past Wojcicki, but he is able to stop it before it crosses the goal line. Excellent opportunity there for Cole Muser. 16:06 to go in the first. Some good pressure from Maryland, not losing any momentum after giving up the goal. TCNJ need another player out there, and Lem hops on. Switching out the centerman here, Hastings losing the face-off, but TCNJ able to get the puck out of the zone. And Maryland offside. 16 minutes to go here in this first period. D'Alto to take the face-off here against Muser. Muser with the face-off win, one back to Brian Murray. They will wind it around. Travis Benny first to the puck in his own zone. Benny pushing it to the corner. Gets it up to Hastings. Hastings will chip this up. Bouncing puck handled and sent out to center by Tyler McAvoy. Good defense from Lem on the back check. This played around by Murphy. And now Logan Vidusik with his first shift. Able to find Hastings. Hastings feeding Lem across. Lem fires it off the skate of D'Alto, unable to handle it. And now the Maryland Terrapins look to go in transition. Good poke check here by D'Alto. Plays it off the boards. And taking it himself through the circle, tried to drop it back, but it got poked away. Sutherland up for Murphy. Murphy off the near boards, sent down. And icing called here against the Terrapins. 15:03 to go here in the first period. Ryan Anderson coming off the goal and an assist in the shootout victory over Rutgers on Sunday. Anderson's kind of that guy. He's been jumping around between the first and second line center, but they know that they can depend on him to be a top line center. Obviously one of the couple of seniors on this TCNJ team. Kremen on the puck here. Floats it up. Glove down by Dugan. It'll be swept aside by Thomas Peterson. Peterson playing up here for Anderson. Anderson across. Here's Martin. Got on the scoreboard early. Just about 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this game. As Kremen works it around his net. Trying to flutter it to center. Tapped up, played by the skate of Peterson. Peterson shot, save Wojcicki. Puck comes right to the circle where it's corralled by Colin Humer. TCNJ the other way. Anderson. Nice move past the defender as he tries to get some reinforcements here. Havey tries to play up. Turnover here. Dugan with the shot deflected and into the netting behind the cage. 13:55 to go in the first. And a 1-0 lead for the Lions. Couple lineup changes that you see tonight. Again, Larry Krugliak back in the lineup. Missed both games last weekend. Lions tonight without Sean Leonard, so there was a late change. Mike Hannigan moves from the wing to the center of the fourth line. He's centering Kevin Broski and Glenn Puzo, and John Green is the extra skater. Trying to center here, picked off by Havey. Able to set up the far side, and Maryland may have numbers here. They just choose to dump in. It'll be stopped here by Wojciechowski. Comes up the near side for Coyle, who gets hit by Hefner. Turnover, the shot blocked by Suma. Krugliak on the puck here, able to tap it up for Suma. Suma has Coyle with him. Coyle waits for the cross. Suma trying to send it towards net. Poked along by Landon Nguyen. Turnaround shot goes wide of Derry. Sent right back up by Brendan O'Brien. Puzo on the puck here, gets it poked away. O'Brien going to send towards net, stopped by Wojciechowski. It'll be picked up here by Teachin. Teachin for Puzo, tapping up for Hannigan. Puzo off a body in front, almost goes to Derry. It'll be corralled first, though, by Murray. Murray getting pinned to the boards by Hannigan. Puzo also in there. Hannigan trying to send back towards the point. Not enough on that pass. Send up there by Eden. Deflects to the corner. Murray played back across. Havey looking long, and he's got Eden. Eden centering the shot. Save Wojciechowski! Trying to center again here off the end of the stick of Griffin Connolly. That was Connolly on the chance there, right in front of Wojciechowski. Puzo just going to lift this out to center. Connolly with control here up the near wing. Trying to send it on net. Not enough on that. Teachin back on the puck here. Teachin. Nice backhand pass across. Here's Lem. Lem looking. Avoids a shove. Loses possession. Hastings with the keep. D'Alto for Lem. Return pass. Tie up in the circle. And it'll be knocked down and played by Murray. Murray over for Eden. And this will be dumped down. Maryland has to make a change. Benny for D'Alto. D'Alto, good move. Plays it off the far boards. Lem lets it go by Hastings. Here's Vidusik, unable to control. Kremen up for Murphy. Trying to get it past Benny. Benny with a better job defensively. He'll just send it in. And TCNJ will make a few changes on the forward front. Eli trying to get past Vidusik. And a good takeaway here by TCNJ. Here's Anderson. Anderson. Handling. Retreats back. Going to play it to the corner for D'Alto. D'Alto up for Lajewski. Lajewski getting pinned to the boards. Sends it in deep. Anderson facing a back check from Kremen. Going to be a 2-on-1 here for Maryland the other way. Murphy cross-ice pass. The shot save Wojciechowski. Sutherland on the chance. Another try. Lajewski sprawls out, saves it, and they keep the puck out. Great defensive support. Travis Benny, the last line of defense, and he gets it out of the zone. Kremen sends in deep. Lajewski stopping it. Vidusik with control sends it over to Benny. Coyle trying to center. It goes off the skate of Martin. It'll be picked up by Humer. Humer gets nailed by Vidusik. Now Krugliak centering. Forehand, backhand, scored! Patrick Coyle! What a sequence there for the Lions. Almost let up a goal by centimeters. And they turn the transition opportunity into a 2-on-1, and Coyle does the job. 2-0 Lions. Coyle with his second goal on the season, 5th point. As for Dan Martin's power play goal, that's goal number 12. Power play goal number 3. Excuse me, goal number 7.12. So some good early contributions here for the Lions. Krugliak with the assist on the Coyle goal. Shot from the point, deflection, blocked in front. Coyle gets it over to Williver. Williver trying to play it across. TCNJ was in the middle of a change, and a nice play here by Puzo. Puzo centers. Good feed for Hannigan. Through the defender's legs, but it goes to the back of the cage. Here's Broski. Sent wide of the net. Puzo giving chase. Hannigan in the far corner. Here comes Teachin off the bench. Meanwhile, Hannigan punches around the net. Hefner takes control. Looking to feed it up. Teachin on the takeaway. And Broski just going to send it down. Hefner. Up for Teachin. Teachin just going to send it right back down. And the Terrapins will try again here. Here's Eden. Eden gets shoved to the boards by Teachin. Now Yamaguchi trying to work it around. And a penalty here against the Lions. Or did they call a hand pass? Nope, we have a penalty. Teachin's going to the box. 2 minutes for high sticking. 8:15 left here in the first period. Teachin picking up penalty minutes, 25 and 26 on the season. Maryland special teams have been a bit of a struggle this year, but again, you have to remember the competition they play in conference play. Power play currently sitting at 17.7%. TCNJ's penalty kill is at 86.8%. Not solid communication so far with the extra man for Maryland. As this is sent down. Connolly giving chase. Trying to get it past Dugan. Connolly trying to send to the point. Good takeaway by D'Alto. They will send it up ice. Derry looks, has to make a decision. He will play it up the far side. Good pressure there from Krugliak. And now Kremen will look to start up the rush here. Kremen gets past Dugan. Tries to feed it in deep. Lions trying to clear it out. Here's Eden. Eden able to play back. Muser. Turn pass for Connolly. Cross ice pass. Unable to be handled by the skate of Yamaguchi. And the Lions are able to get the puck out. Lem on the puck here. One-on-one with the goaltender. The shot saved. Derry with the glove. Able to knock that puck down. Martin, good back check here. Gets through 2 defenders. Able to chip the puck up. Had Lem with him. Only 10 seconds left here on the Maryland power play. Nice shorthanded chance there by Lem. This tapped back. Ian Chotrek to the point. Shot and a save by Lajewski. This cleared out. Spinning puck. Teachin going to go get it. Deep in his own zone, McAvoy. Good kill there for the Lions. Murphy trying to get past Vidusik. It's poked into the corner. Dropped back to the near circle. Here's Muser. To the point. Shot. Sent on. Blocked in front. Seemed to be by his own man. As Lajewski pins him up against the boards. Anderson gets the puck out. Here's Murray. Up the far side. Sent down. Goes off of the linesman. Green able to play up here for Anderson. Knocked down by the skate of Lajewski, but it comes right to Connor Havey. Lajewski will wind this around. Anderson trying to play through two defenders. Cantelmo comes back to the puck here. Anderson off the end board trying to find Vidusik. Hops past his stick. Centering try here cleaned up by Green, and he gets it over to Krugliak. Terrapins are offside. 4:54 remaining in the first. 2-0 Lions lead. And they've just been really good so far offensively. Their breakouts, they're spreading out, getting good position in transition, getting in the high percentage areas. And now we're seeing some production from the third and fourth lines, which is what we want to see if you're a TCNJ fan. Shot there goes wide for Maryland. It'll be picked up here by the Lions. Coyle on the puck, trying to play across. It's knocked down by Williver, and it's dumped in by Nguyen. Here's Andrew Suma. Suma trying to play past the defender. Comes back to Teachin, who will feed Williver across from him. Krugliak dumps in. Krugliak got laid there a bit late from when he released the puck from his stick. And now Yamaguchi in the corner. Gets it to Dugan. Played back here for Kremen. Looking to center. Nobody home. Lem, far side. Feeds across. Tapped up here by Hastings. Maryland up the near side here. Again, they just chip it up. Good tap by Connolly. Good stop, though, by Benny. Lemon deep. Trying to get it out of the zone is Eli. This will be wound around. Hastings plays in deep for Lem. Lem gets checked to the end board. Lions able to keep the pressure on, though. Dialto faces two hits. Loses possession. Comes to the circle up for grabs, but it's cleared out by Kremen. Able to get it up here for Eden. Eden with the shot, and it goes wide. Puck chipped up far side in the TCNJ zone. Dugan able to lift the stick and get control of the puck. Benny up for Hastings. Looking to feed it towards center. Knocked down. Comes to the stick of Sutherland, and he will dump in. Lajewski coming out with it. Sutherland gets past two defenders with it. Dugan will shovel that puck over to Benny. Benny getting pinned to the boards. Dugan there to help out. Dialto provides some support as well. Benny trying to push it up to Hastings. Meanwhile, Benny on his way. Turns the puck over. And now Chotrek in the corner. Faces pressure from Teachin, and he works it in deep with Benny. 2 minutes left in the period, 2-0 Lions. And Teachin falls to the ice. We got a penalty coming here against the Terrapins. Here's Hannigan with a shot, blocked in front. Still loose in the slot, backhander on net. And it's corralled by Derry. Penalty coming here against the Terrapins. Brendan O'Brien to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. And the Lions will head back to the power play. Currently 1-for-1. Looks like they start out here with Dialto, who wins the faceoff. Martin is the fourth forward here on the line. Sent across. Martin back to the point. Benny over to Teachin. Teachin tees up a slap shot off the side of the net. Martin back to the point for Benny. Benny with a shot, some traffic, save Derry. Rebound at the far post, handled by Dialto. Played back to Teachin. Teachin gets it poked away from him. Muser trying to go through two defenders, throws a shot towards net, and it's easily saved by Lajewski. Played across here for Dialto. Dialto return pass. Martin starts to go. Played back here by Teachin, but it's out of the zone. And the Lions will have to tag up. They'll send Benny on his way. Benny shoveled in deep. Final minute to play here in the first. Benny trying to stuff it in, but it goes wide. Teachin played back to the point, and a sliding attempt by Martin to keep in. Goes for naught, and looks like TCNJ will get out the second power play unit. Good move by Hastings. Could be a 3-on-2. Hastings through his legs, through the circle, backhander. Goes high and wide. This will be cleared out here by the Terrapins. Knocked down by the linesman. That allows a chance for Sesto to go into the corner with it. Final 25 seconds of the period. This will be wound around. Could be a shorthanded chance here for Maryland. Sesto played back. Shot. Save Lajewski. Maybe one last chance for the Lions here with the extra man. Here's Anderson. Anderson tap back to Dugan. Loses possession. And they're going to have 5 seconds carry over into the next period of the power play. Make that 4. So a solid first period for TCNJ, leading 2-0 after the first 20 minutes. All started with a power play goal from Dan Martin, assisted by Travis Benny. And then later on in the period, Patrick Coyle tacking on a goal, assisted by Larry Krugliak. Good solid first period overall. That second power play, a little sloppy maybe. They did get a few good shots on net, tried to get a rebound on. But Maryland did a good job of positioning themselves in the slot area, able to clear the puck away. All in all, Maryland really just having trouble getting going. With that first puck possession, trying to break out, they're doing poorly what TCNJ did well in that period. Good to see Martin get on the board. He's kind of sneakily been going into the stat sheet here and there. Gets his 7th goal of the season, 12th point, but it's his 3rd on the power play. So that's a good sign. Larry Krugliak coming back onto the ice and getting a point. You always want to break the ice after a long break, and I know I mentioned that last week, but that stands true for Krugliak right here. But able to get on the board on the Coyle goal. Pat Coyle with his 2nd goal on the season. And pretty clean period for the most part. Just 3 penalties, 2 on the Maryland side, 1 on the TCNJ side. And I'm interested to see what the message is for Maryland in the locker room. Like I said in the pregame, this is a team that has a lot of upperclassmen, guys who have been around. Every time I look at their roster, it seems to me like there's about 10 or so names that pop up and say, I remember this kid, he's, pretty solid hockey player. And Maryland this year is just kind of faced with a very, very tough MAC schedule and having to deal with all those other teams in the Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference. But there's no reason that Maryland can try and climb back in here. Obviously, a 2-goal set deficit is not the end of the world, but they definitely need to clean up some things offensively. And defensively, it seems like they made a lot of good adjustments with positioning and such, was able to clear the puck out. TCNJ wasn't the cleanest towards the end of that first period as far as the passing was concerned. Timing and communication was a little bit off, but when you have a 2-goal lead, those mistakes are not as crucial as when you're facing a deficit or a tie game, etc. 2-0 to score in favor of TCNJ. We will head to the first intermission, but when we come back, it's second period action here from Lawrenceville. You're watching TCNJ Ice Hockey right here on Lions Hockey Live. And we are back for the second period of action. TCNJ with a 2-0 lead. As we head to the second 20 minutes of play, Cody Decker here with you for Lions Hockey Live. We thank you for joining us on this Friday evening, on the evening where we share the night with the NHL All-Star Skills Competition, along with NHL All-Star Weekend. So, sir, you professional hockey fans are excited to see that. See how that all unfolds. The 3-on-3 is an awesome concept, and it has not yet come to ACHA hockey, but have a gut feeling we could be headed in that direction soon. I know a lot of the junior leagues now play the 3-on-3 overtime. Still 4-on-4 here in the ACHA, but again, rumblings seem to be coming along that might be a possibility in the near future. 4 seconds left on the power play for TCNJ, so they will not be able to get a shot off here. But they do enter the Maryland zone as we start period number 2. Hastings for D'Alto. That time expires. In deep with it, Hastings pinned to the boards by Kremen. Lem, far corner. Trying to center it. Trying to get it over to D'Alto. The pass cut off by Muser. No icing here. Thomas Murphy with some good hustle up the near wing. O'Brien going to play around. D'Alto takes the puck away, and he will look to start the rush here. D'Alto moving up to the second line center tonight. Again, Suma playing the third line center, and Mike Hannigan is slated in at the fourth line center. Teaching on the kick, kept in. Wojcicki plays across. Anderson trying to get some pressure on David Eli. Scrum far side. Anderson just dumps in. And this will come through center. Dropped off to the near side here by Murphy. Murphy playing back. This will be sent down. Wojcicki going to play it. Played around to the far side. And Broski taps this up for Wojcicki. Looking to send Anderson on his way. Anderson boxed out by Hefner. But then Wojcicki joins the scrum. And now Yamaguchi floats this up to Connolly. Connolly plays past Vidusik. Vidusik unable to get the handle. Connolly with a shove of Dan Martin in the corner. Trying to center here is Eden. Played back, Havey. Circle, the shot deflection goes above the crossbar. And it'll go out of play. 17:55 to go in the second period. 2-0 TCNJ. Shots in the first period were 13-9 in favor of Maryland. They register their first shot there. Face-off win for the Lions. Cantelmo pinned up to the boards by his number 5 counterpart, Nguyen. Tapped up here for Krugliak. Has Coyle with him. Krugliak trying to play through the defender's legs, but a good poke check and a send out to center. Cantelmo able to play up for Krugliak. Plays it to the near circle, or it's taken away here by Hefner. Hefner unable to get the puck out of the zone. Krugliak for Coyle. Cross-ice pass deflected in the slot. The spinning puck taken away here by Maryland as they look to break out. They do not have the numbers they need, though. This is played across. Cantelmo. Good poke check by him in deep in his own zone. Plays it through the legs. And TCNJ just trying to clear the puck out. This deflects through the slot. Saved by Wojcicki. Rebound chance. Deflected. And Wojcicki will put the lid on it. Terrapins continue to buzz, down 2 goals, 3 minutes into the second period. This seems to be the time, in my opinion, that Wojcicki kind of wants to improve his play a bit. I'm sure he's not happy about the numbers. I see him in games, and you can see through the body language, you can see that he's not happy about the amount of goals that he's given up this year. compared to last year. But nonetheless, that is the result sometimes when you become the full-time starting goaltender for the entire season. He's handled it quite well. Has started against all the Division I teams. Starting tonight, and he's likely going to start in the game against Scranton on Sunday. And this second half schedule here in the spring is just very, very tough for the Lions. As here's Puzo in his own zone. Able to play up for D'Alto. He shovels to center. D'Alto unable to keep the handle. Near side, here's McAvoy. McAvoy up for Murphy, and a couple good passes up the near side. Sutherland trying to go on his way. Vidusik retreats to get the puck. Spinning, trying to get control. Bounces it off the end board, but it's kept in here by the Terrapins. Shot by McAvoy, blocked by Lem. Lem trying to go for a home run pass. Shot there, some traffic, and a save by Lajewski. Off the side of the net for Sutherland. And now TCNJ looking to break out. Broski off a body at the blue line, comes out to center, and it'll be dumped in by the Terrapins as they change. Benny trying to get it up for D'Alto. Yamaguchi in the way. Some trouble with the zone entry there for Maryland. Allows Lem to take the puck away. Lem gets pinned to the boards by Yamaguchi. Sent to center. Dugan will chip it up. And this will be played back here for Kremen. Kremen across. Eli. Return pass for Kremen. This will deflect to the far side. Fed across. Here's Connolly trying to get past Dugan. Connolly, one hands, 1-2 Lajewski, and he will cover up. 14:42 to go in the second. Shots 5-0 here in the second so far for Maryland. Important to note also tonight, University of Scranton, home game against Rowan University tonight. Scranton has dropped their last 3 games. So we'll be interested in seeing that result, as TCNJ and Scranton will have the day off tomorrow before facing each other on Sunday from Revolution Ice Gardens. Up the near side, here's Lajewski. He's got Anderson with him. Lajewski through the near circle, trying to drop it off. Sesto at the end of his stick, and it's cleared out. No icing here. Williver retreating back to get the puck in his own end. Anderson does not play the puck, thinking Dugan was going to get it, and now Dugan will hop on the puck here. Dugan up for Lajewski. Nice quick pass up to Martin. Martin surveys the shot, deflected wide. Anderson goes in deep. And now Cantelmo finds Martin. Lasers it around. Krugliak gets hit. Puck comes loose and deep in the Maryland zone where Hefner takes it. Up the far side. Quickly taken away by TCNJ. Up for the taking for Suma. Suma up for Krugliak. Looking, drops it back to Suma. The shot sailed it wide. McAvoy to the neutral zone. Suma will just punch it back in, and he'll head off. Sutherland plays back. Here's Muser with a shot blocked in front. Puck trickles through the far circle, heads to the corner. Muser trying to feed Murphy in deep, but Teachin takes the puck away. Looking to find Krugliak. Not enough on that pass. McAvoy in the passing lane there. Meanwhile, Cantelmo gets it up for D'Alto. D'Alto for Hannigan. Dumped in. Hannigan with speed. Gets to the puck first. Tries to drop it back into the circle. Nobody there, though. Sutherland is just going to send this out to center for the Terrapins. Cantelmo looking for a pass across. Good poke check by Puzo. Puzo looking to center for Hannigan off a body. And now McAvoy faces some pressure. Able to get it up to Sutherland. This is going to come loose to the slot. Great play by Lajewski to come out and play the puck up. Muser for Murray. Murray through the neutral zone, gets it over to Muser, looking to feed it across, save Lajewski. The net will get knocked off the mooring there by Teachin, who's a little slow to get up, but looks just fine. 11:52 to go in the second, 2-0 TCNJ. Again, in the latest ranking period released yesterday, TCNJ sitting at 23rd in the Southeast, while the University of Maryland Terrapins came in at number 24. Face-off win for the Lions. Good individual effort by Lem, and he gets hit by Connolly. Benny for Lem. Lem will trickle the puck down deep into the Maryland zone. Hits coming a little more frequently now as this is unable to be held in by Vidusik. Connolly plays across. Eden trying to drop it back. Good takeaway by Benny. Lem spins out and trying to control the puck. Benny will play around, trying to get it to Vidusik. John Green able to throw it to center. Player goes down. And now Benny with speed. Heads through the slot, handles the shot, save Derry. And a big slash, and oh, we've got trouble. Some more pushing and shoving otherwise, and Lem is not happy with the jawing there by Connolly. Lem's going to go to the box. Connolly's going too. Kremen will join him. And Hastings is going to take his rightful place in there as well. Hastings and Lem. Connolly and Kremen. All at 11:02 left in the second period for roughing. It'll remain 5-on-5. Martin to take the face off, and he wins it. It's played back to Benny. His shot goes wide of the net after a block. Lajewski played back to Vidusik. The shot deflected to the near side. Hefner able to go across with it. Vidusik into the corner. And now here is Lajewski, able to get up for Anderson. Tats it back to Lajewski. Through the slot, cross-ice pass, the shot scored! Anderson, Lajewski, Martin, tic-tac-toe, 3-0 Lions. Dan Martin's second goal of the game. Martin's 8th goal, 13th point on the season. Dugan up for Krugliak. Maryland trying to get going here offensively. Shot sent towards net. Gloved up by Lajewski, and he will hold on. Twelfth shot of the game for TCNJ. But they've produced 3 goals. That's a good 25% ratio if you remember your 7th grade math. Still down by 6 in the shots on goal department, but not letting down at all is the Lions offense. Coyle in deep. Up for Suma. Trickles it down to the Maryland end. Murray will take control here. TCNJ getting aggressive on the forecheck now. Yamaguchi. They've been pretty aggressive on the forecheck in this game so far. Drop back here for McAvoy. Shot save with the blocker by Lajewski. Dugan plays back. McAvoy shot nowhere near net. And this will trickle up the far side. Anderson trying to feed Lajewski. Spinning puck will be iced by the Lions. 9:19 to go in the second period. 3-0. Lions lead. The Lions once again were mixed up for the 3rd game in a row. And it seems like we could be seeing a good line forming here in Lajewski, Martin, and Anderson. Lajewski has definitely not gone unnoticed. He's been a good facilitator. He's earned his 8th assist on the season, 10th point tonight on Dan Martin's 2nd goal. Shot sent towards net by Dugan. It'll be gloved up by Derry. As for Anderson, 10th assist, 14th point. And other assists on the night. Krugliak's 3rd assist, 4th point. Benny's 12th assist, 17th point for the Lions. Deflects off the near glass. Broski trying to play across. Good takeaway. And staying on his feet there was Muser. Muser able to feed it across. The shot goes wide for Kremen. Benny on the pickup here. This will be sent down. No icing here. Eli gives chase to the puck first. Holds up the Alto, and that allows a takeaway here for the Terrapins. Murphy. Able to feed it in deep to Sutherland. Sutherland working with Murphy. D'Alto. Good takeaway by him. Play back to Benny. He will just flutter this up, and that puck just kind of died there on Hannigan. He expected more on that bounce. As Lajewski backhands it over for Benny. Up here for Broski. Broski up for Hastings. Hastings looking for some help. Tries to feed it across, but deflected in the passing lane by Hefner. Williver comes onto the ice, gets the puck. Benny will trickle it up here for Green. Green trying to feed Hastings. And a takeaway here for the Terrapins. Fed across, missing on the pass. Right there was Trocheck. Benny up the far side. Hastings deflecting that off the glass. Arm up. Puck's not going to get to the red line. We play on. As Sutherland. Now McAvoy gets his stick lifted. Played up by Eden. Teaching going to give chase. And now Green. Centering here. The shot scored. Parked in the slot. Evan Yamaguchi off the feed. From Griffin Connolly, and the Terrapins get one back. For Evan Yamaguchi, it's a 6th goal on the season, 11th point. And just a very simple lift of the puck. Top shelf on Lajewski. Shot, save Lajewski. Lions unable to get the puck out. They do now get it out to center. It's kicked along by Eli. Cover up there by Lajewski. 5:55 to go in the second. 3-1 the score in favor of TCNJ. Maryland leads in shots 21-12 overall. 4-3 in the period. To the point here, shot sent towards net, and Lajewski will corral it. 5:37 to go in the second. Dugan off the face-off win for the Lions. Working it here with Vidusik. Able to play up for Lajewski. Tries to play past and a good takeaway. Chip ahead past the net. Vidusik with a pin up there of Nguyen. Dugan trying to play at the near side. Lajewski, he gets hit to the boards. Dugan hops right back on and able to get it up for Martin. Dugan looking to join the rush now. Instead, it's across for Anderson. The shot saved with the blocker by Derry. Anderson on the takeaway. His shot from about the mid-slot area goes wide of the net. This will be sent down. Good play by Dugan. Getting away from the defenseman. Now he's going to enter the zone. Slap shot gloved up by Derry. And he will release the puck. Maryland trying to advance the puck up. Vidusik just playing it down. We picked up here by Hefner. Thrown across, unable to be gloved down by Sutherland. Meanwhile, Vidusik just going to play this back for Benny. Back across here for Havey. Working it with Hefner. Played in the TCNJ zone. Vidusik there. Punched off the near boards. Past Broski. Now Benny. Working it with Vidusik. Vidusik across for Puzo. Off the end of his stick. And an icing called here against the Lions. .328 to go in the second period. Still a 2-goal lead for TCNJ. And kind of a lull here after that Maryland goal. Some of the passing just not as crisp. Again, I think we're just still trying to see a little bit of a growth period between these third and fourth lines. Shot thrown on net, pad save Lajewski. Through the circle. Shot whiffed on. Puck trickles to Lajewski, and he will put the lid on it. 3:12 to go here in this second period. And Dan Martin last year just kind of seemed to me like, especially when I got here and started doing the games for TCNJ in November last year, he's the player to me that kind of looked like the guy who's going to be the X factor. Shot there, deflected, and saved by Lajewski. 2-goal night for him so far. He's been having these really good performances overall. His plus-minus is pretty strong. Meanwhile, Benny is very shaken up in the TCNJ zone. We play on here, centering, shot by Hastings, and he scores! Excellent feed from Anthony Diolto, able to center it to Hastings, parked in the mid-slot, and it's 4-1 Lions. Basically, figuratively there, a shorthanded chance for TCNJ as they were down a man. Benny was very shaken up near the blue line, and he's still at the bench. Looks like he's going to be all right. But a really good play set up there by Diolto and Hastings. Andrew Lem will get the secondary assist on the goal. Update you on points in a second. So we trickled down by the Lions. Lem gets a hip check delivered to him by McAvoy. Teachin will just throw it back into the Maryland zone. Good deflection and knockdown here by Diolto, able to center it. Off a skate, though, of McAvoy. Play back to the point. Teachin, slap shot, save Derry. Diolto. Teachin wants it. Teachin tees it up. Deflection. Blocked in front. Still loose in the slot. Anderson shot, save Derry off the mask. Minute 30 to go here in the second. Teachin able to keep in. Shot goes wide. Trying to find Anderson there as he cut through the crease. Anderson on the takeaway. Looking, feeds it across. Shot Martin looking for the hat trick, but it goes wide. Final minute to play here in the second period. Suma, shot. Blocked in front. Suma, again, deflection. Knocked down, rebound chance, covered up by Derry. .5 seconds to go in the second. 4-1 lead for the Lions. Kept in by Hannigan. Sent back. Suma with a shot blocked in front by Hefner. Suma up the near side. Played across. Shot by Dugan. Pad save Derry. Good pressure here from the Lions, and as I say that, Maryland goes in transition. Final 20 seconds. Sutherland dumps in. Comes to the corner. Shot thrown off the side of the net by Sutherland. 8 seconds to go. Far side. This will be played in deep, and that's going to do it for the second period. 4-1 to score in favor of the Lions. Shot coming, and the latest goal came from Chris Hastings, assisted by Anthony Diolto and Andrew Lem. And the other goal of the period coming from Dan Martin. We're going to get a word from him in just a minute right here on Lions Hockey Live. Stay tuned. show you. Yeah. Okay.
That's your bit.
Down here at the bench with Dan Martin, who has 2 goals on the game so far. Dan, you guys are playing really well. Obviously have the 4-1 lead, but take me through your 2 goals so far. You seem to be really clicking with your line mates.
Yeah, the first one was a power play goal. I got a nice feed from Benny and a lot of open ice and just ripped it. And then second one was a good pass by Anderson to Lojo, who passed it right over, and they were just tapping. So both line mates are playing pretty well.
Things getting a little bit physical. Come on, Ponto. You good? Okay. All right, so things get a little physical out there. Couple penalties there in the second period. Now, obviously, these guys, they compete in a hard division as well as you guys do. What's the sense out there as far as you guys offensively? You guys seem to be clicking against them.
Yeah, I think we just need to keep getting it deep and grinding down low because we've been doing that all game, and that's where it's getting physical, and we're winning battles right now, so we just got to keep doing that.
All right, Dan, good luck on the third.
Thank you.
All right, when we come back, we'll get into the third period. It's all coming up next right here on Lions Hockey Live. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the third period. Good stuff from Dan Martin there in the intermission as TCNJ leads the University of Maryland Terrapins by a score of 4-1, and I promised I'd give you the point update. Dan Martin currently now with his 8 goals on the season, 13 points. And Chris Hastings' goal was his 17th of the season, 24th point. Anthony D'Alto's 16th assist, 25th point. And Andrew Lem gets assist number 11 and point number 12. Shots on goal, 23-19 through the 2 periods, 10 apiece in that second frame. Maryland looking to start the comeback trail as they enter the zone. Here's Ryan Anderson. He'll play across for Teachin. Teachin up for Lajewski. Over to the corner, now up the far side. Martin slapping at it. He's able to play out the boards for Anderson. Good power move here by Anderson. Anderson looking. Plays it up for Teachin. Shot. Glove save for Derry. Martin was in there trying to get a stick on the puck there. 36 seconds into this third period. 20th shot on net for TCNJ. Here's Havey on the takeaway for the Terrapins. This will be thrown down. Connolly giving chase. Spins Cantelmo. And a shot there goes right off the pad of Lajewski. This is going to come down, and it's played by Derry. Lem tries to take the puck away. Puck escapes out to center. Williver just pushes it up ice. And Eden on the takeaway. Eden trying to feed it in deep. Good cut out there by D'Alto. D'Alto across, tries to find Dugan, lets it go for Williver. Puck deflected out to center and lifted right back into the TCNJ zone by Hefner. Dugan will play it around, nobody there. Lions in the middle of a chain, shot tough angle, sticked away by Lajewski. Comes out, far circle, shot a little past that. And blocked in front. Coyle will play this down. Here's Yamaguchi. Up the far side here, Dugan with a good box out. Able to play the puck out to the neutral zone. Murray. Cross ice. Tries to find Landon Nguyen. Williver with a check, but he turns the puck over. Played back to the blue line. Shot deflection off a skate, goes wide. Krugliak gets hit to the boards, allowing the pressure to stay on here for Maryland. Big tangle up at the far side. Williver and Krugliak falling on top of Brennan O'Brien. Puck stuck at the near side, finally sent towards the net. Lajewski will leave it for Williver. Williver has Suma. Suma tapped up for Krugliak. Krugliak will just shove the puck to the far side where it will be retrieved by Eli. Eli across for Murphy. Murphy will dump in. Lajewski comes out and plays the puck. Played over to Benny, but not out. Shot from the circle, save Lajewski, rebound, hits off the side of the net, and it's taken away here by the Lions. As this is floated into the TCNJ offensive zone. Try to keep the forecheck going here. But a quick breakout here by the Terrapins. Thomas Murphy gets back checked by Anderson. Anderson over for Benny. Benny looking to tap it up to Martin. Martin looking to play it past the defender, but a good keep here by Yamaguchi. Drop back, spinning puck comes to center. Eden. Good power move. The shot pad save Wojcicki. Rebound goes wide of the net. Shot deflection off the side of the net for Scott Sutherland in front. Initial shot came from Connor Havey. Havey swinging a miss initially. Tries to play up the far boards, and a good clear out to the neutral zone by Martin. Right back in. Shot goes wide for Eden. Eden trying to feed the slot. Played across. Trying to crash in. Shot by Connolly, blocked in front. Chipped up for Lem. Tried to push it up to himself, but second defender, Sutherland, comes back to get the puck. Cantelmo able to play up for Dialto. Dialto loses possession. Let's play back into the neutral zone. The Lions have to tag up. Havey down ice. Arm up. Icing called against the Terrapins. 14:54 to go in the third. 4-1 Lions lead. Shots on goal 25-20 in favor of the Terrapins. Shots in the period so far. 2-1 in favor of Maryland. There's a shot fired by Teachin, but blocked in front. Glove down here by Hannigan. Tries to send it towards net, but it goes wide. Picked up here by Havey. Played across far side. Teachin looking to go from the circle. Lifted it very high at the crossbar. And now O'Brien. Send towards net. It'll be stopped and covered up by Lijewski. 14:13 left here in the third period. Martin telling me in the intermission break they just need to stick to their strategy offensively, and that's getting it in deep, being aggressive, and getting into the high percentage areas of the ice. As Anderson sends toward net, but it'll be stopped and covered up there by Derry. 14:04 left in the third period. Anderson played back for Williver. Williver will wind it around. Martin giving chase. Martin gets tripped up, tries to continue to play the puck, and a good wind around here by Dugan. A lot of speed on the puck, though, as Anderson keeps it. Gets it across. Martin unable to settle that puck down to try and get the shot off. He is on hat-trick watch. Anderson for Martin. Martin feeds Anderson in front for Lijewski, but unable to get the clean shot off, and it's taken away by Murphy. Murphy pinned up by Dugan, but Murphy's still in control as he heads to the near side. Anderson falls down, is able to get the puck out. McAvoy with a shot. It goes wide from the blue line. Now Peterson over to the corner, deflects, falls into the far circle. Battle for the puck here. And Dialto has it at first and just punched it back to Dugan. Dugan finding Williver near side. Comes over. Shot cleaned up by Dugan, and he's here to feed Lem. Lem past the defense. Backhander, and he lifted it high. Dugan over for Vidusik. Nice home run pass there and a good chance for the Lions. Benny gets shoved as he tries to play that up further into the Maryland zone. Benny will come back to play the puck now. Good to see Benny's all right after that block shot he took. Shot there from D'Alto, more of a dump in that heads to the far corner. Hastings falls to the ice. Yamaguchi going to play to the near side for Eden. Eden trying to work it with Connolly. And now a touch pass up by Kremen. And a good takeaway here by Vidusik. He will just wind it around. Kremen looking to feed up most of the ice for Eden. Benny off the boards for Krugliak. Krugliak gets pinned to the boards, knocks it down though, and able to stay with the play here on the Lions. Could be a 2-on-1. Coyle backhander across, bouncing puck, turnaround shot by Suma is saved by Derry. Suma trying to feed the point, but standing right there to intercept is Muser. Good play by Benny. Right behind him. So be sent down, arm up, and they wave off the icing. Coyle goes in deep with it. Suma's going to come off. This will allow the Terrapins to go in transition here. Yamaguchi plays through the legs of Teachin. Martin hopping onto the ice. Teachin going to come away with the puck. Drops it back. Working this here with Krugliak. Shot thrown towards net off the stick of Cantelmo, and Juski will find it and stop play. 10:32 to go in the third. Still a 4-1 lead for the Lions. 2-goal night for Dan Martin. So he played into the neutral zone. Back at center, Martin will play it back for Teachin. Teachin across for Cantelmo and a return pass. Teachin lifts it over to Martin, who will trickle it down. Big shove there by Hafner. Cantelmo back for Teachin. Teachin tees up a slap shot, deflects out of play. .9:52 remaining in the third. 27-24 of the shots in favor of the Terrapins. Lions lead 5-4 here in the period. Face-off wins for the Terrapins. Rover trying to play across, deflects off the stick of Sesto. And an opportunity here. Lamb held up, trying to head towards the net. D'Alto in here on the back check. Played out the near side. Williver with it. We'll throw it across for Lem. Big wipeout into the corner by McAvoy. Dugan tripped up. No arm up there. We play on. Williver over for D'Alto. D'Alto will just play it back to Williver. Williver trying to return it into the corner. Sent out to center, where it's handled by Murray. Murray across for McAvoy. McAvoy up for Dominic Sesto. Back to the point, poked along and kicked along. Comes through center. Dugan will retrieve it in his own end. Up for D'Alto. Looking to send Lem on his way. Sent right back out to center by the Terrapins as the Lions are in the middle of a change. Vidusik over for Benny. Chipped up ice to Hastings. Good deflection by Hannigan. Unable to get a clean shot off on after that as That is corralled by Derry. 8:06 remaining in the third period. Face-off win for the Terrapins. Murphy tries to head to the slot, played across, turning around a pass, nobody home in the near circle. Now Broski up for Puzo. Puzo playing it off a body, able to play up here for Hannigan. Hannigan has Broski. Hannigan turns around to pass. Broski from the side of the net, still loose in the slot. They wave off the goal. That's unfortunate for Puzo, who still has not registered his first point on the season. That was a real nifty move. I don't know why it was really called off. Said there was a collision of some sort in the blue paint, but both players just trying to make a play there, in my opinion. Have to look at the replay later on. As this comes across, Cantelmo up for Puzo, and Puzo will just smack it off the far boards. Eden trying to play up, Puzo right on the puck. Maryland trying to get something going. They need to start putting the puck towards the net. 7 minutes to play in this third period, and they're down 3 goals. Getting past Teachin. Anderson there. And now Puzo trying to tap up for Teachin. Connolly tries to play up. Benny here on the back check. Whiffs on the clear attempt to the neutral zone. Connolly back over to the corner. Now you can see the pressure accumulating here by the Terrapins on the forecheck. Cantelmo, near side for Anderson, trying to chip the puck out. And TCNJ will get to change out those defensemen. And they're going to change out the forwards as well. 6:11 to go in the third period. Shots at 27 apiece. But a 3-goal lead on the scoreboard for the Lions. Face-off win by the Lions. Good tie up there by Hastings. Able to get it across to Lem. Lem looking to center for D'Alto. Defender in the way. Quite a tall body there in Connor Havey. Williver getting his good share of shifts here in the third period. Played across here for Sesto. Sesto hit to the boards by Dugan. And Dugan will slap it off the end board for D'Alto. D'Alto looking to chip up to Hastings. Knocked down. D'Alto. Over for Dugan. Dugan up for Lamb. Off the end of his stick. Sesto goes up the far side with it. Gets it to Williver in the corner. Williver up for Dugan. Dugan feeds Lem. Doesn't touch the puck, and that's good because it gets to Hastings. Hastings, nice move. Backhander on, save Derry. Rebound, still stuck in front. And now Hastings plays back to Williver. Williver, shot, deflected twice, and to the far side. is sent down, and an icing call here against the Terrapins. .444 to go in the third. TCNJ is now taking the lead in shots on goal by 2. Leading in the period 10-4. Face-off win for the Lions. In deep with it, D'Alto trying to play back for Krugliak. Just chipped ahead. Yamaguchi will go in deep with it. Handles the spinning puck behind the net. Yamaguchi trying to play over for Murphy. Centering here, the shot. Nice block by Benny. And a takeaway here for Krugliak. Could be numbers for TCNJ. Coyle looking to center. And play stops here. Everybody just kind of standing around. Net came off the mooring, it looks like, so that's the cause for the stoppage in play. Coyle kind of shaking off the conversation he just had. And now the face-off. Coyle, face-off win to Krugliak. Back to Vidusik. The shot deflection goes wide for Johnny Green. In deep, good pressure from Krugliak. Green in there along with Hannigan. Far side, chipped up. Good play through the circle. Shot, save, Lajewski. Rebound, still not cleaned up, and now TCNJ advances it towards the blue line. Still in the zone. Played back. And we got a penalty coming here against the Lions. As this is touched up. Krugliak going to the box. 2 minutes for interference. With 3:18 to go here in the third period. Very quiet period, no goals. It's our first penalty we've had since the 11:02 mark in the second period. It's been very quiet. We'll see if TCNJ can kill off a penalty here. As Hannigan has it, he'll throw it down, trying to find D'Alto. Spinning puck, and it come to Derry, and he will tap it up to Eden. Eden for Kremen. Far side, Connolly. Tries to retreat back towards the point. It's like Dugan blocked that pass with his glove. Shook it off quickly. Shot goes high at the crossbar. To the point. Through the circle. Good tic-tac-toe and a save for Lajewski. Yamaguchi shot. Goes high and wide. And now Hannigan will clear the puck out. Must have hit off of somebody in the bench. .228 to go in the third period. Minute 10 left on the penalty to Krugliak. Able to get it to the point. Cross ice pass for Murphy. Returns a pass to the point. Shot blocked by Martin. Puzo trying to play ahead. Tell Martin's trying to eye that third goal up. Still 40 seconds left on the power play. Into the corner. Good rotation here by Maryland. Near circle. Murphy feeding it. Tap back to the circle. Shot. Deflection and a save by Lajewski. Hefner. Over to the near corner. And cleared out by Dugan. Just 10 seconds left on the penalty. Maybe one last chance for the Terrapins. Faking a shot is Eli. And Vidusic just going to throw it right back down. It'll be handled by Derry. He will leave it and play it out for Murphy. Good kill by the Lions, especially that second half of it. Hastings will just dump in. Final minute to play in the third. Hastings trying to play up. Puck taken away. Sesto through the far circle, gets shoved by Hastings. To the point. Shot. Glove save Lajewski there on Sesto. Final 35 seconds. Far side. And a penalty called against the Lions. It's a tripping call against Vidusic. So one last penalty kill for the Lions, potentially 20 seconds to go. Clear out by Teachin. 5 seconds to go, and Teachin's very shaken up here as he fell to the ice. And that's going to do it. Four to 1 the score. TCNJ with the win over the University of Maryland Terrapins. Shots on goal in the game, 31-29 in favor of Maryland that third period. Ten to 8, TCNJ. Solid game played by the Lions. Defensively, they were pretty stout. Alone stands that one goal they ended up giving up, but position-wise, they played it very well, blocked a lot of shots in the high percentage areas. Defensively, they kept Maryland to the outside, which is what you want to do. You want to isolate some of the top scorers. Make them go to the outside. It's a lot harder to score from out there if you can't get the puck inside the slot area. Mike Lajewski, a 30 save performance, 31 shots. And the Lions penalty kill got a little bit of work there at the end, but nonetheless, the 4-1 victory. Anchored by Dan Martin, had 2 goals in today's game. Chris Hastings, Patrick Coyle, the others. Assists coming from Benny on the power play. Larry Krugliak, Ryan Anderson, Matt Lajewski, Anthony Dialto, and Andrew Lem. Lions improve to 13 wins on the season, 13-8, 0-1. Maryland falling to 3-10, 0-3. And it's going to be a quick turnaround for the Terrapins as they will be back at Loucks Ice Center tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. against the Rider Bronx. Meanwhile, for TCNJ, they get to celebrate this win today, maybe a little bit tomorrow, then prep for a date with the University of Scranton Royals on Sunday afternoon. Good start to the weekend for the Lions, and like we said last week, Lions tied in points with Scranton, but they do have a game in hand on the Royals. If they want to try and push the Royals in the rearview mirror, that's all going to have to start with a victory on Sunday. You win Sunday, you put yourself in a really good position to try and get the bye. You'll have 4 games left after that in league play. Otherwise, as far as the Lions are concerned, the Seton Hall game that was supposed to be played last Saturday will be made up on Sunday, February 9th at 8:45 p.m. from West Orange. So if you are interested in the information on that game, there it is. So it'll be the final game of the regular season now, in which TCNJ will play Seton Hall. And as far as the rest of the schedule, the only league game, I should say non-league game left, is a game against Drexel. And the Lions will have 5 remaining in league play, all starting with Sunday's matinee contest. So that's going to do it here from Loucks Ice Center. We will be with you from Revolution Ice Gardens on Sunday for the Lions and the Royals. 2:15 p.m. puck drop right here on Lions Hockey Live. We hope you will join us, either with a long ride to Scranton, or you can just view the game from the comfort of your own home. And I'm sure it's going to be a lot warmer here than it will be in Scranton. Nonetheless, it's going to be a good matchup on tap, and we will bring it to you on Sunday afternoon. Thank you for watching this Friday night hockey edition of Lions Hockey Live. Cody Decker signing off from Lawrenceville. We'll see you Sunday for the Lions and the Royals.